Good afternoon. It is Tuesday, March 12th, 2024. You know, Jesus told stories. It was a good teaching tool. We remember the stories. Now, when we want to sound spiritual and pious, we use the transliteration of the Greek word and call them parables instead of stories. But they're stories. And every time you get to one of Jesus' stories, you need to ask the question, who is representing who? In Mark chapter 12, verses 1 to 7, and I'm reading from the New Living Translation, second edition, then Jesus began teaching them with stories. A man planted a vineyard. He built a wall around it, dug a pit for pressing out the grape juice, and built a lookout tower. Then he leased the vineyard to tenant farmers and moved to another country. At the time of the grape harvest, he sent one of his servants to collect his share of the crop. But the farmers grabbed the servant, beat him up, and sent him back empty-handed. The owner then sent another servant, but they insulted him and beat him over the head. The next servant he sent was killed. Others he sent were either beaten or killed, until there is only left his son, whom he loved dearly. The owner finally sent him, thinking, surely they will respect my son. But the tenant farmers said to one another, here comes the heir to the estate. Let's kill him and get the estate for ourselves. Wow. You've got a wealthy man who made a huge investment. He built a brand new winery. You can imagine what a full winery costs. He found someone to run it, and then he went off and became an absentee landlord. At harvest time, he sent someone back to get his share. But instead of being honest, instead of being fair, the tenant farmers got greedy, and they were just kind of mean to start with. They beat the stuffing out of the messenger and said, no, we're not paying our share. We're not fulfilling our end of the agreement. We don't care what the lease agreement says. We're keeping it. So the manager sent a second servant. You know, he was probably bigger than the first one, a little more intimidating. Well, they insulted him and knocked him silly. Well, he sent a third servant. They killed him. Says he sent many more. They were either beaten or killed. Surprised he didn't send a whole army. But finally he says, I will send my son. Surely they will respect him. There's a key there. They didn't respect the landlord. They didn't respect anyone the landlord sent. They didn't respect anybody or anything that had to do with the landlord. They didn't even respect their own agreements they had made with the landlord. They said, let us kill him and we'll just steal the whole farm. We'll take everything. We'll assume ownership. We've been caring for it and we're going to take it. We're going to steal it. We're going to make it ours. Wow. What an amazing, difficult, crazy situation. Next Friday, we'll finish the story. You'll get the rest of the story and you'll hear how Jesus explained what happened next and who got offended when they realized who was representing who. This week, may everyone you deal with be honest instead of deceitful. May they be kind instead of violent. May they be helpful instead of murderous. May you finally deal with some good people. God bless you.